Atomic Stacy. Atomic Stacy. Welcome to the stream. We're happy that you're here. Pour yourself a drink. Tea or coffee, wine or beer. Coffee, wine or beer. Our host, she may be knitting. Our host, she may be spinning. But mostly she'll be chatty Cathy, helping gladly. Get all them bitsies ready. It's Atomic Stacy. An expert at all that you like. Atomic Stacy. So sit back and embrace the delight. You can laugh along, craft along, sass along with Atomic Stacy.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Good evening, happy time zone. It is time to do the thing. Y'all are a quiet bunch tonight. So quiet. Our Knitcraft, thank you for the 18-month sub, my dear. I appreciate you immensely. But particularly your Mothman emotes. Twitch Sig, hello. Lady E, hello. Sergeant Pike, thank you for the 32-month sub. Dude, pretty soon we gonna be 33, what? Chemman, hello, good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. It's super crazy, my dude. I still need to get that card in the mail. Am terrible human, have not finished it. Have not forgotten though. Very tired human. I'm taking so here's my work story for the week. You ready? I'm taking tomorrow off because Diablo 4 is doing its second beta weekend. And I was like, it's been a long week. And there's not a lot going on tomorrow at work. And I have all this benefit time. Screw it, I'm taking a care day. And then today, I was putting in, since I won't be at work tomorrow, today I was putting in my time card. And I went, oh no. You guys, I've worked 37.25 hours this week. And I'm like, can't wait to use a whole 2.5 hours of benefit time. I was so mad. I was like, gosh, damn it. So I mean, the good news is that is just more time I can take later. But the bad news is like, I worked a whole week already. What is this shit? Oh well. Burning a day for D4. Yes. Diablo 4 goes live at noon Eastern? Noon Eastern. I don't know. Now I have to look. Yeah. So, I mean, it's good. I did get a lot done, but also, because I worked 37 hours, I would hope I got a lot done. So mad at myself. But the good news is I'm taking tomorrow to get my oil changed and level up a necromancer with Damien. How does that waste the time? It doesn't waste the time, but it does explain why I'm so exhausted this week. Because I did the same thing last week too, or well, something similar last week, and here's what it is. It's the extra day in the office. It's going from 3 days a week to 4 days a week in the office. And I hate it. Because here's the thing. When I'm in the office, I almost never take a lunch break. Because there, for one, is nowhere to eat lunch. I can eat lunch at my cube. I can eat lunch outside at the smoking stand. Or in my car. We have like a cafeteria per se. Like we have a cafe, I guess I would call it. But like there's only 5 tables there for the building. So that's not really a place to go eat. And there is a break room, but it's full of people being trained. So I usually just sit at my desk and eat lunch. And if I'm sitting at my desk and eating anyway, I'm like, well, I'll just get through this real quick. And then I just work through lunch. So there's already 4 hours. And then the problem is Mondays and Fridays when I worked from home used to be when I got all my stuff done. And now I'm not as productive in the office and I'm struggle bussing a little bit. Also, there's been a ton of extra things. Crafty Tan, heck yeah, continue that gift sub. Do it. Labor violation on the job. So if I don't take a lunch break, I get paid for it. So like today I worked 9 hours, but I still got my lunch. So I got paid because I get a half an hour unpaid, essentially a half an hour unpaid and a half an hour paid lunch. So an hour for lunch. So I got paid for the half an hour that I worked through, and then I got paid for the half an hour I didn't take, which makes it a 10-hour day. Times 4. So I am eligible for overtime, but it's only after 40 hours. Also, technically, I could have left at 5 o'clock every day, but also, as a responsible adult, like, I want to finish the things, and I don't want to leave in the middle of the thing. I just want to feel good when I go home. GFD, thank you for 10 biddies. I mean, that you don't have a space to eat your lunch, a break room. Technically, the building has a break room, but it is not a large enough capacity to suit the building. The other problem is the majority of people in the building have an office with a door, so when they want to take lunch, they just close the door. But I'm in a cubicle with no windows and no doors. Responsible adult, are there still some of those? It's me. I am the adult here. I hate it. It's so weird now, post-COVID. Everyone used to like going into the office for socializing. Now I work from home, screw everyone else. I hated the office small talk. Like, it's fine for like a, hey, how you doing? Hope you had a nice weekend. I need to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't hate my coworkers. I want to make sure they're doing good. If they did something fun, I want them to tell me about it. But also, like, I don't care about the small shit. Tell me something exciting or leave me alone. Don't stand there and rant at me. Don't do the thing. That's a hype train, y'all. You done did it now. Sergeant Hop Train. Sergeant Pike, thank you for the 200 biddies. Less than 24 hours till open beta. Hinka, I'm taking tomorrow off so I can play open beta at noon. And thank you for the 100 biddies, Hinka. I mean, I'm always down for a bit of hot goss. Hot gossip is different. That's what makes the workplace go round. Nobody tells me hot goss. Everyone tells me like, can you believe what she said? And I'm like, what'd she say? She said she didn't like the color of my shirt. Oh, screw both of you. First of all, it's not the color, it's the fit. That shirt is not cut well for your body type. Second of all, you do know Mark's half colorblind, right? Stuff like that. Beta 4, bebe. Diablo 4. What is Diablo 4's name? Does Diablo 4 have a name? I keep wanting to call it Reaper of Souls, but that's not what it is. That's Diablo 3. There's Diablo 2 / Diablo 2 Resurrected. There's Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. Diablo 3, and then the expansion was Reaper of Souls. I guess that's what it is. So then Diablo 4, and then if they have an expansion, would get named. Okay, well, that makes sense. Diablo 4, open beta! I'm done with work at noon tomorrow? Yes! Yes! Oddly specific example, which is funny because I made it up on the spot. Also, I don't work with anybody named Mark. So now I feel weird for being that good at making up crappy office stories. I used to like going in the office because I had my whole team there and you could just spin around and discuss an issue. Now my team is spread all over the world, so none of that anymore. I do like the chat where it's like, hey, do you have a minute? I have a question. And then you say yes. And then they come down and talk to you instead of people just showing up at my cubicle and constantly interrupting shit. So I like that. But I'm just over. So the other thing is too, is when we're all in the building, I get stuck doing a lot of meeting babysitting. Where like, hey, I need you to help us set up the Zoom and I'm presenting and how does this monitor work? And I'm trying to teach these people to fish so hard, but I do end up being like Zoom moderator and things for a lot of department meetings, which was fine when I was working from home, because when I was working from home, I had like, laptop and 2 screens and yeah, sure, I'll sit through your shitty Zoom meeting and I'll also do other things in the background. It's really hard to do 10 other things in the background during somebody else's crappy Zoom meeting with just a laptop screen. Sucks being the intelligent person. Yes. Yes. C's get degrees. I feel like I have more confidence behind the computer screen, plus no one sees how tall I am, so there isn't that weird perception of power through height. Did you type up instructions for their common questions? I already have. They're posted in the meeting room. There's a step-by-step guide how to run a meeting. What I do to be the moderately intelligent, but moderately intelligent... To be moderately intelligent, but with white man confidence. I can't read because I'm moderately intelligent. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Also, one of our meeting rooms is haunted, I'm pretty sure. None of the technology ever works in there. But I can make it work because I've taken the time to learn. Just be sure to have a gavel. Did you try the instructions? No, it's stuff like my boss's boss invited me to this meeting to run the Zoom and to moderate the questions because there's like 100 people in this meeting. And I need to make sure that everything runs smoothly so that they can just do the thing. Okay, I guess. There also are not a lot of support people in the building. You have to remember. Like my segment. So there's the overall department. There's the overall business segment. And then my department only has 2 secretaries for 75 people. And then an executive secretary. So it's a bunch of, it's just a lot. Sounds like y'all need some interns. That's not how interns at Disney work, unfortunately. Interns at Disney don't fetch coffee. That's not a thing. Secretaries at Disney don't fetch coffee. We do sometimes set up lunches and order catering. But like, I don't fetch coffee. That's not a thing I do. They do need to hire another secretary, but support is very rare. It is very rare indeed. Have you talked Mando? I have not. I will. I want to talk Mando, but I will probably wait until Saturday. There is a. What I will say. So the Mandalorian episode is no spoilers. It's safe. Mandalorian episode this week is very, very good. It is a little shorter. I think it's only half an hour. It's so good. There is a cameo that is amazing and makes my heart so happy. And that's all we're going to say. It's hard to get some support at your desk when they're all in Mexico and India. Stop it. No, not like tech support, like administrative support. They do need to hire another secretary GFD. It won't happen though. We don't have the budget, and they would be the first person cut the next time there's layoffs. It's not going to happen. It would be really nice, but it's not going to happen. I think I just need to suck more at my job. That seems like a better strategy. "30 minutes I've been robbed." Yeah, but the week before that, it was like a 70-minute episode. I can say that because my company supports Disney IT. Oh, I know. IT is 1,000% not here. And the majority of our, like, procurement back-end IT folks are all in India. But it actually works out really well because all the daytime people enter in all the stuff, and then all the folks in India work their regular 9 to 5. But because they're on the other side of the world, the timing lines up, and then they put in all the overnights, like do all the back-end stuff. So like it actually is quite a nice turnaround for that one thing only. My backup, who is doing the back to school thing, told me today that she got the internship to go to the Galapagos for 2 weeks this summer. What? As a friend, I'm happy for her, but as a coworker, it's FML that's gonna suck. Yes. I don't think we've seen the last of the amnesty information yet, Lady E. I think there's a lot more that's going to happen with that. A lot more. I have suspicions that I hope are not correct, but we're gonna see where it goes. What else am I thinking of? That's really it. Here's all the hot work goss. You know what came in the mail today? Y'all, there's an Atomic Stacy sticker sheet that's gonna be in the new store. Look at this. Look at this. Face for scale. That's not a good scale. iPhone for scale. Yeah. And I know it's hard to see, but they're all die cut. Oh, maybe we should switch to the knitting cam. Oh, knitting cam. We'll deal with that in a minute. Can I? They're not. It's fine. They're all die cut. Is what I'm trying to say. They're like a vinyl die cut. You do have to be a little careful. I keep peeling up the lining and the sticker. Is it just the sticker? Did you miss the whole thing? You did. It's still going on. I was kicked out. It's not you, it's me. There we go. So it's all die cut around the words. It's so good. Yeah. Sergeant Pike, guess you'll just have to play Diablo with me. I mean, I like the face for scale. I did that and then I realized most of you guys don't know what size my face is. All you know is I have a small head and Damien has a large head. That doesn't help anything. Those bagel holes. Getting some lemon flavored bee holes there, Sergeant Pike. That's a Damien's gaming joke. All right, hang on. Let me unplug and replug, and then if it doesn't work, we'll play Diablo 3 with Hinka. This seems an acceptable answer to me. I did really want to knit the Mothman sweater though. Hang on. This one. Okay. Let's go here. Rump. Rump. Activate.
Sorry, Hinka. Foiled again.
All right. But your headset is typically sized. That is true, but I also have it on like the almost lowest setting. I'm just going through bounties right now. Hank, I'll tell you what. Harry's like, no, stop it. We're gonna focus. We're gonna stick to the plan. You do have a whole weekend with me. Also, we have between now and June to play so much Diablo 3 because I definitely have the Diablo 3 bug. So much. I need to get to level 7. I want to do bounties with you is the problem. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And then I'm like, no, Stacy, focus. You have to focus. Focus. Put this here. All right, things we can close. Not StreamerBot. I can close BattleNet. Also, Hinka, if you have downloaded Diablo 4, don't forget to go in there and download the patch that they released Tuesday? 2 days ago? Go download a patch. Sergeant Pike, thank you for the biddies. The snowman's in my teacup. Mango ice cream. Ooh. Did you also get, is it just mango ice cream or did you also get sticky rice? Mango ice cream and sticky rice is one of my favorites. Well, frozen mango and sticky rice is very, very Thai food. Sound settings. We have to fix these. Sound. Make sure I didn't oops anything because I just unplugged all the stuff. Okay. Should be good. That's good. That's good. Don't need BattleNet. Well, I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. Don't need this. Okay. I frogged around 2 Sock Madness socks and reknit them with a short row heel. Aw, yeah. KB, did you make it in time for your team? Did they see the error of their ways the second time around? Chucking pennies at you. Just filling up this teacup. All right. Let's get my light fixed. There we go. 4 emails later. Oh my gosh. Well, KB, A+. Good job hanging in there. I had to go into the office today, so I offered to make everyone lunch. What'd you make? Sergeant Pike, thank you for all those biddies. going to be the weirdest looking black and tan. Lady E, no problem. Do your thing. KB, congrats again for getting to round 3 of Sock Madness. GFD, thanks for hanging out and being here. Yarn Crafter's Corner, continue to knit and do the thing. The picture of lunch I didn't make is in general. Wait, but you said that you offered to make everyone lunch. Did somebody else make lunch? What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh no. I hate it. I hate it so much. I know that you didn't make this, but I hate it with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. This is the lunch Sergeant Pike offered to make everybody. Twitch Sig and Joy Alert. Also, Twitch Sig, was that you that I saw in the Discord getting their old Ravelry account back? Is a congratulations in order? Sergeant Pike, thank you for the bitties. That's some poverty cooking. I hate it. I hate it. So much. Also, I'm like, burn that coffee maker. Can never use again. Coffee maker is now destroyed. You don't burn it on the grill, and you don't put it in a coffee maker. Well, Twitch Sig, you enjoy your lurk anyway. Maybe I should check and see who did it before I shoot my mouth off. Oh, it was Yarnho. There we go. They went the extra mile to steam the rolls. That is true. It's true. Yeah, but you don't have hot dog tea after. Seattle Forge, I hate it. I hate it. Hot dogs didn't go through the filter. It's fine. I still hate it. Because also, in order to get the water hot enough, fast enough, like you'd have to put all the hot dogs in the glass, and then in order to get enough steam, you'd have to put the water in the back. So then the water is still going through the coffee maker. So now you have like coffee rubbed hot dogs. Particularly if it's in the office, because that thing has never, ever, ever been washed. I'm sure. You need to put them in the Ninja for 30 seconds and then put them in there? No. No. What you do is you take a hot dogger, you slice a little seam into it. Boop. You put it in on a cookie sheet, you put it in the oven. You broil it for 15 minutes. It's magic. And then it tastes just fine. Damien, we're having hot dogs next week. Proper hot dogs. No, we're not. I don't have gluten-free buns. I don't want gluten-free hot dog buns. I lied. I don't. I want good hot dogs. No. I want real hot dogs and real hot dog buns. Could be onto something, Michelin star. Subscribe for my office dishwasher salmon. All right, Seattle Forge. I have two bones to pick with this. One, ew. Two, why does your office have a dishwasher? And how does that office dynamic work? Because the only way the coffee maker works is whoever pours the last cup has to start the next pot. How does dishwasher dynamics work? Does everyone have like a plate? Is there like communal plates and knives in the kitchen? Does everyone have like a mess kit where you bring your own plate, bowl, fork, knife, spoon to the office? How does this work precisely? I need so many answers. What do y'all do? Put your hummus filthy bowls in your bag? No, you rinse them you wash them in the sink with the communal dish sponge. And then you put them in your bag and take them home and run them through the proper dishwasher. We have a dishwasher at work, and it works about the same as it works in a house full of teenagers. Eventually, one of the production managers gets pissed at the pile and runs to the washer. Oh, no. Toast it in the toaster. Communal sponges sounds so much better. Oh, well, no, it doesn't. But also, like, I've never worked in a place where there's a dishwasher in the kitchen. You are not sponge-worthy coworkers. Well, shit. All right. We were supposed to knit. Baby's first death. I think it died. Is it a local thing? I think I just either work in places that are much too big or much too small to have dishwashers in the kitchens. I think is what it is. There are either way too many people to make this feasible or definitely not enough. Not enough to cover that expense. I also think it's a... I think it has a lot to do with how much money they invest in the break room as well. Communal sponge, just no, 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 no. I got here around 6 p.m. and in the morning, dishes all done. Magic! Well, I mean, in the theme parks, you can just walk into the kitchen and then put your Tupperware through the industrial dishwasher. And pick it up from the steamer on the other side. That's always nice. All right. Let's never speak of this again. Pre-COVID, there were canisters on the wall where there are snacks. You could turn the handle and dispense. There's also a three-tap setup, but haven't seen them put any kegs on yet. Okay, some of us are apparently very bougie in our work choices. Okay. It does sound really nice, though. All right. Need to close this nonsense. Do need this nonsense. Burp. Close that. Okay. Alrighty. Seems like it was a tech startup at some point. That makes a lot of sense. At the hospital, some elves hit yard sales for dishes and people make mug donations. Oh, we have a lot of like reusable stuff. There's always like reusable mugs and things. Certain kitchens have like reusable silverware, but then you just wash it with the communal sponge and then put it in the drawer. Let's never say the words communal sponge again. Can we all promise this? Great. How is everybody else's week going? Hot dog smugglers. No, Crafty Tan, I'll watch this later. Oh. That was my nickname in high school, communal sponge or hot dog smuggler. I'm changing my Twitch name to communal sponge. Yes. Oh, for fuck's sake. I love all of you. Hang on. Let me see if this is announced. I want to share something with you guys, but I don't know if it's been announced yet. Yes. Okay. There is a there is a nighttime show at Epcot returning called Epcot Forever. They had it as a special thing right before the 50th. Have brought it back. And it's it's a lot. So it was Epcot Forever, and now Epcot Forever is returning. And I was trying to convince people at work that we should have renamed it. So instead of it being Epcot Forever, I really wanted them to consider renaming it Epcot 5 Ever instead of Epcot Forever. But then they pointed out that this is technically the second time around, so it'd be Epcot 2 Ever, and that didn't sound as good. And I was like, this does track. So now I think we should call it Epcot for tacos. And we should just have more tacos at Epcot. I don't see a problem with this. I'll change mine to empty soap dispenser. Epcot Tweevet. Epcot Tweevet. Trevor. No, we're not giving Epcot to Trevor. Trevor doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. Sad, but it suits you. Seattle Forge. You spicy. You and Sergeant Pike are spicy tonight. I like it. Trevor did nothing wrong. Someone said we should have named it Epcot Forever, EVA, and then I was like, why should Eva get all of the goods? What has Eva done to deserve all of Epcot? It's been 6 days since I last broke a toilet seat. I know that there's more of it. Forever. I think currently our office is calling it Epcot Forever Ever. Yeah. But really Epcot for tacos is winning the popular poll. I took the afternoon off and visited IKEA Stan. I had lunch, bought some cute bedding and some rye crackers. Oh. It's all about the ninja prepared hot dogs. No! Stop it. No more hot dog talk. This week I've been learning my lines for the musical, and I just got a job to write a Vegas-style ending song for a zombie short film. Congrats. Very exciting. And also, what musical are you performing in? Or learning? Or doing? Not performing. What musical? Being a hot dog hurt Atomic Stacy. A hot dog killed my whole family. You don't even know. Hey, look at this. Geonatrix has a sock. Look at all the sweet, sweet cables on the sock. One down, one to go. A local musical called The Pursuit of Happiness. Yes. I have not seen The Pursuit of Happiness, but I have heard of it. And I hope it's good. Geo, your gradient looks fantastic. Remember the hot dog face thing Damien was doing on his channel? I wish I could not. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? It's not that Pursuit of Happiness. It's a new Pursuit of Happiness. Wasn't... Maybe it was a book? Lean beef. Stop it. Bronze, hello. What am I thinking of then? I'm thinking of the movie The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and people who have made it, performed it as a play, not a musical. That's what I'm thinking of. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Your mom. Ronce, let's tone it down a little bit. I'm too tired for saltiness. That's not true. I'm too tired for your spice. I am eternally salty. Calm down. Also, the moms actually come in here. So you got respect. You'll have to respect. Or Damien's Gaming's mom will come in here and the party will be over. Damien's Gaming's mom takes Lao. Rules this stream with an iron fist. Y'all want to knit? That feels like a safer option. We should do that. But also, how has your week's been? Should it be your mom? Because... because cow. Did y'all see that there was a CNN article about Doris, the cow on TikTok, who fakes sleeping because she doesn't want to get up and do the milking in the morning? This cow is beautiful. It is a smarty cow. I'll pull it up here. I was just looking at it before stream. Doris the cow. Here we go. point of view, you don't like mornings.
So this is what a stubborn dairy cow looks like. Look, everyone's out. Everyone's getting ready for milking. Except for Doris. Doris is actually pretending to be asleep. She isn't really asleep. Doris, come on.
Doris's ears keep moving.
See your ears moving. Come on, I can see your eye. Yeah. Come on.
Look at it.
Your face. What's this all over your face? Hey? Right, come on. Look. Time to earn your crust, hey?
Smarty cow. You woke her up. She was already awake. This cow knows. That's how I roll. Knees tucked in, downhill. All right. Doris. So cute. The rest of the videos on that guy's TikTok are just like the cows bullying him, and I love it. No, she sleeps. She does want to sleep. You woke her up. This cow is fine. Also, this cow is awake. This cow is pretending because the cow doesn't want to get up. Also, probably because the cow gets extra chin scritches. No! Knit, perhaps. Alright, KB. Here we go. KB's like, you need to knit! Which is true. But that has certainly never stopped me before. Alright, we do have one more. We have one more row on this side of the sweater because you know what Stacy didn't look at? Stacy didn't notice that when you get to the bottom of this side, there's one more row before you do the left front section. So we're gonna do that one more row. She-honk. She thick. Today my wife asked me if I had seen the dog bowl. I'm gonna regret reading that aloud, aren't I? Told her I didn't know he could. Seen a housefly? And they tell me that a man made a vegetable truck. Gio, we looked at it. It looks fantastic. Congrats on your first sock. That gradient looks amazing. Like, a lot. How late am I? We're knitting our very first stitch. So you're right on time. Sidley, hello. I'd argue that we're just starting to knit, so you're right on time. I'd also argue that most of the stuff that came before this really was not relevant to anybody's interests. There's nothing in the rules about dogs bowling. Play on. No, not Geo. GFD. Oh, I mean maybe Geo. GFD, are you a fan of the sarcastic news comedian John Oliver? Just got home from a choir concert. Hope it went well. I hope everybody sang real pretty. I do enjoy a John of the Oliver variety. There is, so John Oliver has a hit TV show on HBO, currently known as Last Week Tonight. But on YouTube, there is also additional content. John Oliver Air Bud. So there are also John Oliver web exclusives. And I'm not going to play it because it's 15 minutes long. And 2, it's definitely going to get us DMCA'd. But there is an entire video. So it's a web exclusive. I assume it's filmed like in between segments or like to warm up the audience, or I don't know, because John Oliver feels like it. He has a whole rant about the movie Air Bud. It's fantastic. My kid was good. 4th grade violins were heard. A herd of ill cats. Aw, yeah. I can't believe John is ending it. Is he? Is he, though? For brand new 10th season. Is it ending? This just says Deadline predicts that John Oliver may step down from his hosting role. He hasn't officially announced it. I feel like I would have known that. Maybe I'm starting a rumor. I think that a lot of people think it will be his last season because it would be 10, but I don't think he's announced it's his last season. It's a pretty gushy gig. I have a hard time believing he'd step down. I mean, you can start all the rumors you want. But the Air Bud video is very good. GFD, enjoy the lurk. Thank you, as always, for stopping by. Gang, if you enjoy our theme song, you can get you some GFD music. Gray for Days music. Gray for Days! You can also check out their Twitch stream. Do it. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play baseball. Basketball. Ah, jeez. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Clearly, I am losing my mind, but how are the rest of you? Uh-oh. Geo, what would you like to ask? What would you like to ask, Geo? Am I good tonight? Geo, you're okay. Knitting like the wind. All right, let's ask. Geo, it's okay, babe. You fine. Dear Yoda of the Jedi Holocron, is Geo good tonight?
Meditated on this question, I have. My answer is no.
Geo, no, you're fine. You're fine. Have a snack, take a nap. Geo, babe, no, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna just put Yoda over here. Time out. Oh. Bronze, are you for real having difficulty, or is this another incoming joke? Geo, you're the best. Yoda don't even know. We're all a little mad here, but you're gonna be all right. You're gonna pull through it. Wrong thread? No, this is the knitting place. Tell me you're knitting here. Don't tell me your jokes. I want the knitting bit. Tell us what ails you with your knitting and we'll fix it. Ban him. I did put him on the other side of the desk. Artnet, welcome back. We are finally knitting our first row. I've been waiting for you. I didn't want to knit on without you. Or something. Don't let a battery-powered hunk of plastic tell you how you feel, even if it is imbibed with the wisdom of the Jedi. Too funny, worth it. Get wrecked. Well, I hope it cheered you up at the very least. Or got the sound of those violins out of your ears. Honestly, I have no idea. Geo, I know exactly how you feel. For what that is worth, I'm right there with you. Had to give out a lurk for this. Purple, hello. Oh. Oh, man. We're all just riding the Hot Mess Express today, aren't we? Geo, you're gonna be okay. You need a snack? Gotta get you some bread. Maybe some cheese. A good peasant meal. A nap. You're gonna be okay. Microphone is slowly creeping over onto my arm. Like the dirty cat. Saturday, we will be playing Diablo 4 on stream. Because we want Sid Precious. Also, you guys seem to really enjoy the very chill gaming stream last Saturday. I didn't think there were quite as many gamers hanging out, but y'all really did seem to like it. So we'll do it again on Saturday, and then no more Diablo 4 until like June. So then it'll be safe. I'll be taking Wool to the mill and getting a tour. Ooh. Mill day was very exciting. Mill day must be very exciting. Bronze, dude, give it a rest. There's way too many jokes. You're shooting your whole load up front. You gotta pace yourself. Get you some foreplay. Also, your joke is currently being edited for content value. Wife's at work? So you only speak in bad joke? Why don't you just come and chill and be in person? Why don't you just hang out, my dude? Guess who found out last night they made a mistake in their socks? They were doing 2 at a time, and when trying to fix dropped a couple stitches and had to start their madness over. Oh, Purple, I'm so sorry. Diab lit. Naps do always rock. The older I get, the more I'm like, I just either need to eat, take a shower, or nap. And then that fixes a lot of things. Content. I've been lurking and watching you knit like the wind. We are all impressed with KB. G, I think the last time I checked, they only had 3 finished. Well, let's double check for you. You keep knitting. I'll check. I'm really upset that this is such a slow round of knitters. Like, this is what it's more like usually. And I'm so mad that I got knocked out in the super fast one. So there's 216 folks finished. There's still 564 spots remaining. Team G has 4 people finished, and there are 26 spots remaining. My team only has a finisher. So mad. Everyone panicked in the last round, I guess. I don't know. Everyone was on spring break. I don't get spring break. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Cause these socks feel just as busy as the other ones do. I don't think that these would take significantly longer than the other ones, apart from the heel. Like, maybe everyone just knits flat that much faster? The last pattern was better. I did really like the last pattern. Hi, Dak. You enjoyed watching me play Diablo? Guess what? You get to do it again on Saturday. Double Bad 69. Hello. Eat, sleep, shower, or poop. Usually pooping's not the problem. That's what the coffee's for. There were two Diablo beta weekends, 2 Diablo 4 beta weekends before it goes live thus far. And the second weekend is scheduled for this weekend. And I definitely have not taken the day off of work tomorrow specifically so I could play it when it goes live at noon. That would be ridiculous. Definitely what I did. I got selected to do a test knit and I needed to cast on tonight. Heck yeah. Don't tell us secrets. But can you tell us what type of knit item it is? Bronze, that is not an appropriate joke, my dude. Not an appropriate joke and not funny. Seriously, you gotta lay off the jokes or you're gonna get a timeout. A shawl in both a crochet and a knit option. Ooh. By Craftual. I cord cast on and bind off, though, so that's a new thing for me. I don't mind it. It takes forever. But it's very straightforward. It's the one time I'll use double-pointed needles. How does one become a test knitter? Twitch Sig, it all depends upon the designer and the places and the things. There are like a lot of specific designers will have in their newsletter like calls for test knitters that you can apply for or raffle to be in. A lot of it is also like my, not me personally, but like I just wrote a pattern and does anybody I know want to knit this? There used to be a couple of Instagram pages that were like for plus size, not for plus size knitting, but like had sweaters specifically that needed the very large sizes test knit. And so they would post to this, which was super fun because like they were the normal sizes. And a lot of times, like, you have to have a Ravelry page or an active Instagram page so that they can reference all your photos and whatnot. And sometimes it's just, like, word of mouth. It's all sorts. A lot of times, once you test knit something for someone, you're, like, if they really liked what you knit and the pictures you took and what you posted and you did the things that they requested... they'll use you again. There's a lot of repeat test knitters. But it feels very much like being in the right place at the right time sometimes. Usually you can ask or pattern makers will offer makers to fill out an online form or something. Yeah, usually I've seen like... if you're following a designer's newsletter, they'll say like a call for test knitters will go out and like the first 100 people to fill out a Google form are considered and they'll take like, I don't know, whatever they need. Or especially designers on Instagram lately. I've seen a lot of ones to where like, I really need someone to knit the extra small to make sure that like the stitch counts are right and to tech edit it kind of thing. Or, hey, I really, really need someone to... I'm adding sizes and I really need these larger sizes knit kind of deal. I make my friends do it, but I do it for them. Yeah. Like Fiber Mage needed folks to test knit her pattern. So if you were in the stream when she did that, she has a blanket pattern. So you could have volunteered to test knit it before her pattern went live. Essentially what it is it's a finished pattern and the designer just needs... somebody not associated with it to give it a fresh set of eyes and make sure that it reads well and that there aren't like weird questions and stuff. Drea495, hello, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here today. They don't test knitters. A lot of times it's like like they just want experienced knitters, or folks that like take really good pictures or stuff. So it's a lot of times it's like, hey, and then post your social media site that you'll be doing. And sometimes they look for test knitters that are like very, very beginning knitters, and sometimes they look for test knitters that are very experienced knitters because usually you want to get a range. Bronze, thank you very much for that apology, my dude. I appreciate it, and thank you for those biddies. Goodness knows I get carried away sometimes, so always happy to send out a warning. Let me see here. Went to the I followed a designer on Instagram who made a post, went to the Ravelry thread for it, posted the yarn I wanted to use, and I got picked. Woot woot. What? It's the green tonal wool from the Michigan Fiber Fest. Ooh. That's nice. This one was pretty small, so I think everyone who wanted to got to. Yeah. Love that blanket. It's so cute. Hinka, we should take time. I can find you a sweater. That's not the problem. You could be knitting a sweater while we're hanging out. And I suppose you must be assertive and give constructive feedback. Yeah, well, mostly you're just knitting. Mostly it's like the last chance to find mistakes in patterns before it goes live. And then to also get a bunch of pictures. Like if you ever go on a Ravelry page and the pattern's knit, say it's a sweater and it's knit in like 3 or 4 different sizes and 3 or 4 different colors. Those are usually all the test knitters. And then they post them on the project page. Just started testing this year. Congrats. Are you enjoying it? Some designers have you take a test? Really? What did they test? My first one was a new designer, and so she was open to new testers because she was also learning. There you go. You also don't get you don't get paid for it, and you usually don't get yarn support. So it's just kind of one of those like, I'll give you the pattern for free, but you have to knit it. It's a gentleman's agreement. Hello. It is fun. There's always a deadline though. It is, and sometimes it's like I need someone who can knit this in 2 weeks, and it's a lot. So sometimes it's a lot of last minute stuff, and that's too stressful for me. I could not do it. Michigan sweater. I like beginners because sometimes they notice things because a lot of advanced knitters infer easier. Yes. Be willing to weigh leftovers so I can double check the estimate of yarn needed. Ooh, that's a really good point. That is also something you have to do. So you have to have a scale available to do that. I was hoping to do the new knit coming out by Jessie Maid. What's the new one? Hinka, what's the new one? I get a pattern for free, and I think another pattern from her as compensation. Ooh, that's nice. But I got to burn through this shawl by mid-April. Yeah, so tighter timelines. Not for Stacy's, who has knit 1 row this past hour and 22 minutes. My hubby started asking about test knitters when he heard KB questioning if the Sock Madness pattern was test knitted at all. Allegedly, the mods test knit it, but I feel like last year and this year, the problem that they have is that the mods know and the mods infer a lot, and the mods are like expert sock knitters, and I don't think enough newer folks have tested it. I think it really needed newer people, baby knitters, to be more inclusive. Because I will say the sock that was knit flat, I can't remember its name. I just keep calling it the zipper sock. Was like the pattern was decent and like I knew what it meant, but like they're not taking into account that like panicked people second guess directions. So you have to over explain it because it's a competition and everyone's nervous and everyone's panicking and the pressure's on and I have to get it right. And heaven forbid I misunderstand it and then I have to knit the whole thing and I'm disqualified and it's ruined. Which is how you feel in the moment. It's totally valid. I love test knitting for the deadline. I love deadlines. I love the sound they make as they go flying by. I think the moderators are just too used to knitting socks. Because that's all they do. They're sock experts. The new knit is this cute high neck tank top thing. I want what? Jessie made. This part of me's like, well, maybe I should make it with you. Let's check the Instagram. Oh, it's this one. If KB and I both got confused, it's not great. We spent hours deciphering the pattern, and then KB had to reknit, and that's not, it's too much. Not ideal for me who will be changing jobs, but oh well. I'm gonna knit it in green. Shocking. I think it gives me crap all the time because everything's purple. But she has everything green and no one says anything. Just saying. Nobody stops her. There's a very good chance that an outline tee is going to get knit while you and I are hanging out, Hinka. That might be my other knitting thing. Undecided. I forgot I need to print the pattern. Yeah, you got to get that taken care of because you know what? I don't own a printer. I haven't owned a printer since high school. Asking me to print something is a hate crime. That's why I have a job. A hate crime. Nope. I did decide, my sister and I both decided I'm going to make another Bennett sister shawl out of the yarn Hinka sent me. Repeat this 19 more times. Yeah. Outline tee is a fun knit. I'm really thinking about it. Your bit cup made an illuminated letter T and I'm here for it. It kind of really did, didn't it? Pokemon Pearl, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hinka got me this delicious Everything Everywhere All at Once themed yarn in Everything Bagel Dark and Everything Bagel Light. Because she is Bean. She is Bay. Bay Bean sent me yarn. So I'm going to make... I made one of these, but I really love it. And my sister's like, well, just make another one. And I was like, well, I just will. It's the Bennett Sisters shawl. It's this one. So what you do is well, this one's technically 3 skeins, but it's a 2 skein shawl. So you start at one corner. You start over here at this corner, and you basically knit until you run out of yarn at the midway point, and then you switch skeins, and then you knit the rest of the way. And traditionally, half of this it's all the same color, but half of it has mohair and half of it doesn't. But there's been a lot of really cool color combinations, and my sister and I both think that it would be way more fun to do as like a half and half shawl. I'm really not trying to bash, but it's frustrating. Gio, this year, like last year was starting to, but this year I feel like the patterns are really just need more tech editing. And I kind of expected better. And like now I'm embarrassed because I'm like, but these used like it's been so good. Why is it weird now? Why is it weird now when my friends are doing it that I've encouraged them to do? What's happening? Sack Madness this year is a mess. Hank and I got knocked out, and I was really upset, and then I remembered I could just play Diablo. And then I got Hinka into Diablo, and now I regret nothing. Nothing! Anyway, so this is what I'm going to knit when I hang out with Hinka, but I think I'm just also going to have to, like, I don't know, buy yarn for an outline tee while I'm up there or something. I'm going to try again next year. Hopes of getting through round 1. I mean, I'm still going to keep doing it. I still really like it, but I'm like, guys, you're kind of embarrassing me in front of my friends. I said it wasn't a big deal, and you're making it a really big deal. Like, if it were just me, I would have been like, that's weird, and then I would have kept going on. But now I'm like, oh, but I told other people that this was fun. And I don't think they think it's fun. They're gonna hate me. You're 100% going to my favorite local yarn store? Hell yeah. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to cast on Brave socks this weekend. Why 3 inches into my sock they want me to start the gusset? World's longest gusset. World's biggest heel is what I hear. After I reknit, I have 8.5 grams left over just from the gusset on one sock. They just made for people with cankles. Like me. That's not true. But anyway. Anyone have fiber festivals near them this weekend? There's no fiber festivals near me ever, and I hate it. Speaking of hate crimes. You know what we should do? We should knit more than one row. All right. Here we go. So we've knit the last row. I've put this on smaller needles. Taking unnecessary stitch markers out. Weaving in bits. Okay. All right. So now, here's our sweater. I know it's hard to see. It's fine. So we've done the back, and now we're going to pick up stitches for the front. Oh, except I keep dropping my needles. Yeah, come here. I can't reach. Okay. R.I.P. the Denver Fiber Fiesta. There was a Fiber Fiesta. One here in Iowa. Just strange that patterns do not have more universal code language grammar to use. I feel like somebody wrote it in another language and then ran it through a translator. But then but then the person who fixed all the language doesn't speak knitting. Michigan Alpaca Fest. That sounds delicious. There's one in Tennessee, and it is almost driving distance, so hoping I convince my guy to go with me. Yeah. Offer food, snacks, a cute knit hat. I'll pack in my bags and go. Pack in my bags. Hinka and I someday are going to the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber Festival. There's a thing. We've already made a pact. I found some game stores he might like to hit, so we'll see. There you go. That's how you do it. There's an Estes wool market. I could stay in that hotel where they shot The Shining. Ooh. Hell yeah, you're gonna do that and then take a bunch of pictures and then text them to us and we're gonna talk? Yeah. Yes. All right. Gotta pick up stitches. Ugh. Okay. Left front. Break yarn. So we'll leave the strand, the one strand as is, but we'll break the strand we were working with. Do I know which one that was? That's not it. This one. So we'll break this one. Leave the other one. That is good. Okay, so for this side, we're not doing the size small, neck size. Doing size small. Okay. Neck size medium and large. From right front cast on. And with right side facing, pick up and knit 162 stitches. Okay. So that's the bottom edge. This is top edge. All right. So from the right front cast on and with the right side facing, pick up and knit 162 stitches. We can do it. My friend wanted to try to climb Mount Hood, so I went with him and knit while he was attempting it. Yes. The questions thread was spicy for a bit. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. All right. Not going to worry about counting this time. I'm going to count on the way back. Or, you know, maybe not at all. I don't know. I'm tired. Numbers seem so difficult. It was fun to read, maybe not alone in it, but not saying a word. Other people's drama on Sock Madness is my guilty pleasure. The Force Awakens. That must be because I'm finally knitting. KB's like, oh, the content I've been waiting for. I know KB wouldn't do this, but in my head, like, her mouse clicker is hovering over the unfollow button. Stacy, if you don't knit, so help me, I'ma unfollow you. I just had the equivalent of an "it's over already" moment. No. We finished the second half of the back neck. So now we're picking up the stitches for the front to do the neck shaping before we connect it over the shoulder again. We're like 3/5 of the way done with the body of the sweater and a little over a third of the way done with the sweater. Dude, the amount of tea brewed and spilt in Sock Madness has surprised me. I just might unsubscribe. Excuse me, I would like a refund. Why? This makers and crafting knitter never knits. And I'd be like, she right. Well, Your Honor, she wasn't wrong. So I gave her the refund. Although usually I'm like, no deposit, no return. Which is a fantastic movie from the Disney live action golden years. Of the horse, no, it was past the horse in the flannel pajamas. It was more Witch Mountain era. And I'd say it was Witch Mountain Apple Dumpling Gang era was no deposit, no return. Man, I liked that movie. I'd put it right up there with The Ugly Dachshund. Cast on sock 2, now that it's deciphered, it should be faster, yes. Geo, good luck, break a leg. All the things. For your second sock. Good night, and good luck. Lit a match, and by the time I picked up the candle and put the match to the wick, it burned itself out because it didn't latch onto the wood bit. I don't think some people have bedroom experiences like this, RIP. So since I'm new here, what do you all like to stream? Personally, I do knitting. I also spin wool into yarn. And then occasionally do some gaming. But we have all sorts here in the chat. Primarily makers and crafters. Classic old Disney live action Disney movies are an underrated resource. The computer wore tennis shoes with a tiny baby Kurt Russell is so stupid good. The Apple Dumpling Gang. And well, my family had dachshunds growing up, but I really loved The Ugly Dachshund. It's so stupid, funny, and Dean Jones is so very good. My two absolute favorite Disney live action movies. Blackbeard's Ghost. So good. Dean Jones. Peter Ustinov at his finest. Because they just said, basically do whatever you want. And my goodness, I love this man. Blackbeard's Ghost and What's the other one I was thinking of? Just blew out of my head. Whew. Blackbeard's Ghost. Ah, The Happiest Millionaire. Love that movie. Old-fashioned, corny, big Disney musical. Mary Poppins Light. I think my friend once called it. But she was knitting. No, we're still knitting. Anyone seen What's Up Doc with Barbara? No. Let's see here. No, but my goodness, that looks right up my alley. Considering how much I adore Barbara Streisand's Hello Dolly, this looks extremely right up my alley. My favorite thing to do when I'm watching that version of Hello Dolly is to look at Michael Crawford being an absolute piece of rubber in a suit and then being like, don't forget, he's the first Phantom of the Opera. Don't forget, he became an international man of sexy mystery. But first, he made the movie Condor Man, which is terrible, but also I adored it immensely as a small child. By small child, I mean middle school. Very heavy in the middle school area. Oh, Blackbeard's Ghost is so good. Stupid funny, like laughing until I can't breathe funny. Excellent. I wonder if there's a trailer for Blackbeard's Ghost. Oh, from Disney Video. Excellent. Now available. Oh no. Oh no.
Cree. Cree. Crew. Virgo. Geba. Calto. Cree.
This isn't a trailer, this is just a clip.
Pirates. Malarkey.
That's fine. We'll
Blackbeard
take it.
himself was a phony. Probably some chicken-livered little pipsqueak that built up a reputation scaring old women and children.
Chicken-livered pipsqueak, is it? A remark spoke slighting like that could raise a man's blood now, could it not?
I love him.
I don't think you're real. I don't think that sword is real, and I'm going to walk right through it and go to bed.
Try it, mate.
Oh,
Ow.
it's real.
Who called me out? I'm a kind of a ghost, you know, in limbo, caught twixt this world and the next, beholden to that spell which brings me to your eyes only.
You mean no one can see you except me?
That's about the shape of it, son. And that's why I'll be sailing alongside of you, see? Wheresoever thou goest, there also will I go.
And then he just follows him, and it's hilarious. And poor Dean Jones just has the world's funniest mental breakdown. Why are dudes in older movies always so sweaty? Because they didn't have LEDs. Those lights were fucking hot, man. Those movie sets were like 1,000 degrees. Also less makeup. Also, they were both fairly drunk in that scene, but I don't know if that makes any difference. I'm sure they're just as sweaty the rest of the movie. I don't think that's anything. Raining? Maybe. It was storming outside. It would logically make sense. So naturally, it's right out. So for those of you who didn't see our Saturday stream last week, Diablo 4 has an open beta. If you have if you've pre-ordered it, which you can still do, you get access to the open beta. Specifically this weekend, I think it's open to everybody, no matter what level you got. Last weekend was only for certain pre-orders, but this weekend I think is open to everybody. And it goes from Friday afternoon / morning, depending upon what time it is in your time zone ish. US time, it's earlier Friday to earlier Monday. So for me, it's noon on Monday until I think like 3 p.m. on Monday. I can't take Monday off, but I can take Friday off. And I just realized I've been picking up these stitches wrong. Because I was supposed to be picking up the middle stitch on these slip stitches, and I haven't been. I'd blame Peter Ustinov, but I can't. He's too pure. It's fine. I'm washing the wool. They fit so much in the bag, I pulled out a lot more than I expected. I hope it goes well for you, Nuke Die. Alright, so we're going to here. You know what the best part is? It's fine. And we'll fix it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus center stitch. It's like, I feel like I'm missing a step. Now I know what step I'm missing. I have wool in the dye pot. Guess I should go check on it. Yeah. Yeah, that would help. Is this right? 18. We should also put a stitch marker in. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I did not pick up that middle one. I got tea and the Unicornucopia shawl to knit on while I wait. Heck yeah. I hope your shawl's going well. A little too close. We'll do this one. Skip to the next one. I'm trying to think if like lanolin is good for your garden or bad for the garden. I don't know. 5. 10. Anyway, as I was saying about Diablo, it's open beta weekend. We'll be streaming it on Saturday. And then it doesn't come out again. The game doesn't come out until June. So everyone's like, gotta play while I still can. By everyone, I mean me. And now Hinka. And also Damien. And Sergeant Pike. Guitar Nut, hello. Good evening. Happy time zone. It's 1, 2. 4, 5, 6. 10. Halfway gusset increase, second sock, way past bedtime for me. Twitch Sig, congrats on getting so far. That's really good progress. Have a nice night, and I will see you next time. We're picking up stitches for the front of the sweater. And because it's the front, I kind of got to make it count. So far, we are not doing great. But back on the path. Halfway gusset increase. Heck yeah. Skipped one. Oh, see, you can see it. There's a gap here. Knitter Girl, hello. Thank you for all the shout outs. As always, I appreciate you immensely. Take 2. 1. Three. 3. Let Knitter Girl keep going, and then I'm sure there's some folks who still need shout outs. We'll get back to it. Here's a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's just that first one that we needed to skip. Do you guys know what Damien said to me earlier? I was like, I gotta make sure I go to bed on time tonight. I'm exhausted. And Damien goes, yeah, so you can ruin your sleep schedule tomorrow with Diablo. And I was like, how dare you call me out, sir? How dare? Do you know who I am? I am the boss. Also, he is not wrong, but how dare? All right, let's see. We got KB Fibers, Yarn Crafters Corner, Hank and Knits, Tablet Y. Let's also get a shout out for Noog Die. And then let's see who else is hanging out. Sleep when you're dead. Something like that. I think that's everybody that's currently streaming. If you are a streamer and I missed you because you're either lurking or you have secret streaming bits, let me know. Knitter Girl, not a problem. You are fine. You are magic. You are my favorite. Don't tell Inka. First batch of wool is on its second wash. Oh, yeah. Guitar Nut, last weekend I started playing Diablo at 11 p.m. and then I stopped at 3 a.m. on Saturday and then got up at 9 to stream Saturday and then proceeded to stream for 8.5 hours. So, I already know it's going to be terrible. Let's see. Sock Madness is over for me. Hinka, Knits, and I both got knocked out in round 1. And honestly, it's fine. Because now we're both on the Diablo kick. You had Monday to Thursday to sleep. No. Round 1, yes. And I was pissed. And it was in the first week too. So the pattern dropped on Saturday. So there was the first weekend all week. And then I think I got knocked out Sunday night. Or no, Saturday night. So it was 1 full week and 12 hours. And I was out. And I was so mad. Real life exists? Dreads. Yeah, I'm out, Frigster. But I'm not I'm bummed and I'm kind of upset, like disappointed upset, but I'm not like angry about it. I'm like, well, I mean, they knit faster than me, fair and square. And then it was really nice last weekend when the round 2 socks dropped, and I didn't have to stop playing Diablo to knit socks, because that's what I would have had to do. I would have been like, oh, sorry, Diablo 4, I gotta knit socks. So it probably was for the best, but also I would have knit the socks. They must be fast this year. Yes. Well, round 1, crazy fast. So fast. Round 2 is going significantly slower, though. Random question. Absolutely. Anyone else ever sign up for like a mystery knit along early and then forget you even signed up and bought the pattern? I've done that with pre-orders. I don't think I've done that with mystery knit alongs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I also don't knit a lot of mystery knit alongs. I just really like knowing what the pattern looks like. I like following mystery along with mystery knit along.